12 is regarding the proposed addendum to management agreement for the Derryfield restaurant. I had a couple comments to this that I just wanted to share with the board. I know it went through committee. On page 12.4, item 1, point D, they're asking for Keno to be offered at the Derryfield, but they also include language that says any other state lottery programs. I'm not comfortable with that. If they want to request that Keno be allowed in the Derryfield, then that's what this, I believe this should include, but I'm not one to agree to any other state lottery programs at this point, not knowing what they are. In addition, I think that this is, it's new revenue, and it's something that the city should be able to take part in as well. So I would suggest that this board request that the city take part of 25% of that revenue coming in. So I would suggest the language, the addendum to include language that would state manager shall pay owner 25% of the licensee share of the proceeds from Keno games pursuant to RSA 284-47 item 2, which specifies that the restaurant gets 8% of the proceeds. Alderman Lavasser.
I don't really know how many people think that if you do $45,000 in Keno sales, you have 8% of that, which is $3,200. But the amount of money that the people that are coming and staying in that business is generating is we get a percentage of the revenue of the money that they're actually spending while they're in that place. I don't think 8% is that big of a, I mean, if you were to say that my restaurant had to pay 25% of the Keno sales that we sold, you'd be getting enough to lick a stamp on. There's just, it's not that big of a percentage that you're getting that, and you have to have extra employees in there, you have to have people monitoring it, you have to have somebody bookkeeping all that revenue that comes in. It's generated for the restaurant, but the real profit is in hopefully people coming there that wouldn't come or staying there longer that would generally be in and out of there in a half an hour. So I don't know why we would, I don't want to use the word punish, but I don't know why we would make one particular restaurant have to pay a percentage to the city of Manchester for state income when the goal of that was to is to generate income for obviously for education and also to encourage businesses to do this. So I just don't think that that's fair. I think that the fact that they're going to be generating a lot more revenue for the fact that more people will go there, more people will spend money, and more people will stay there longer is a benefit that we're going to receive as it is. I don't think 25% on the 8% is fair to them at all. And that's my personal opinion, as both a business owner and somebody who has the Keno revenue coming in, which, it's really, the reason why we have the Keno is because we're just hoping people will come there and not go to everywhere else. Like the Derryfield argued the last time, it's like if we don't have it, we're going to lose business because people are going to go to other places where they can go because other businesses have it. So I'm going to vote against that.
Thank you. Just to clarify my position, this is a building that the city owns, and that doesn't include, it specifically says no gambling, so they're coming forward asking for permission to have Keno in the entity where the city owns the building. So there's a bit of a difference in terms of your restaurant and the Derryfield, I believe. And what we're, in terms of finances, you're correct. Right now, over the last 2.5 months, the Derryfield has made about $61,000 overall gross, and so the 25% of what they would get over a year is about $5,000. But that's non-property tax revenue, and as well as I that our city needs to look at options in terms of generating revenue, and This contract has been opened up an awful lot over the last few years, and I think it's a good opportunity now where we have folks coming forward asking for the city to allow them to have Keno at the Derryfield, again, a city-owned property, that the city benefit a little bit. So I have Alderman Hirschman, Barry, and then Shaw, and Herbert.